You are listening to the Eskimo Empire Podcast, a proud member of the Canadian Football Podcast Network.
Fancy with it, everybody just come with their phone or the little bitty.
Oh, no.
You got the real
podcast,
deal.
We got to make it sound good.
I got you. I like it.
Welcome to the Empire. It's the Eskimo Empire Podcast.
This is Trevor Harris.
Hey, how you doing? This is number 58, Travis Bond. This is Christoph Malumba Chimanga.
Hey there, this is your co-host, Kenny Stafford.
Hey, this is Ryan King.
Calvin McCarty.
And you are listening to...
You're listening to the Eskimos Empire.
Listening to the Eskimo Empire Podcast.
The Eskimo Empire Podcast. Hope you guys enjoy listening.
Welcome back to the Turf District. With a few days of camp under their belts, the Eskimos are now getting ready for their first preseason game, which is coming up this Sunday at 2 o'clock against the BC Lions. And, of course, we would like you to join us for the game and the tailgate. Tailgate should be open around 11 o'clock, so make sure you come by and grab a hot dog or a smoky and a drink and have some visiting with us before we go into the big game at 2 o'clock. Thought for fun we would do a bit of a Spepisode and catch up with one of our brand new players so that we could kind of see who's going to be out on the field. Today we were lucky enough to catch up with brand new linebacker, number 0 as it turns out, Don Unamba. Although with his hair it kind of looks like number U, but that's okay. It kind of fits for him as well. So let's catch up with Don and kind of see what's going on for him and what he's thinking about the green and gold so far. Now joined by one of the newest members of the linebacking corps, also known as the president. It is the one and only Don Unamba. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Very, very good. Awesome to see you out here on the field in the right colors, swapping the black for green.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Free Agency Day and how this all came to be and you joined our team.
Oh, man, free agency was crazy. It was crazy. Stuff was happening fast, man. I didn't end up going to Hamilton. Edmonton hit me up on a phone call. It was the first place to go. I had a couple conversations with a couple people and players, and I ended up over here quick.
That's awesome. Now, did you know Dean was coming here before you signed here?
Yeah, we kind of had a couple conversations, whatever. So we found out we both wasn't going back to Hamilton. It wasn't looking too good. We was like, man, where we going? Where you going? And it just happened and worked out like that.
That's outstanding. Now, you guys obviously have a bit of chemistry having had the chance to play together before.
Oh, yeah.
Does that help when you come into a new system and a new team where you guys kind of know where you're going to be beforehand?
Oh, yeah, it definitely helps. We're able to play fast, play off each other's energy, our chemistry that we had from last year. We're actually kind of familiar in this defense because we played for Coach Lally before, our defense coordinator. So coming over here, it was a lot of stuff, that took place that went into coming here, So it's a lot of continuity with the defensive coordinator, me and Dean. So coming to Edmonton was just a no-brainer for us, really.
Awesome. So now you've had a few days in camp. It's always a battle every time, I'm sure. But what do you think of the culture and the camp here?
Oh, man, it's good here, man. Edmonton has welcomed us in. The players that they already had here are cool, and everybody getting along. Everybody remember us, obviously, from last year. So they glad to have me here, man. It's good to be somewhere you appreciate it, and guys are excited to play, and the guys over here are ready to win, and they want to win right now, and the coaches and everybody here, and the culture all around here. So I'm learning every day, and I'm still learning. But it's been fun. It's been nothing but positive vibes here.
That's outstanding. Now, on the first day, I saw, and I even commented on Twitter, you had one where you broke through, basically cut a guy in half. Mm-hmm. When you're doing this on the practice level and at the camp level, is it hard to do that pull-up and not just take a guy for what you're used to?
No, it's not hard. It's part of being a pro. Yeah, I'm not going to blow my teammates up right now, and I'm not going to have that wear and tear on my body right now. I'm going to save all that energy for the game. So, no, I just come with being a pro, but I am going to fly through and run through, let you know I was there, get my steps, where I want to. So when I'm flying through in a game, I'm used to it. I'm not just pulling up to the end. I'm running through though.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
we love seeing it.
Yeah.
So now, as you're kind of getting prepared here for the game on Sunday, when you go into a preseason game, do you treat it just like a regular game? Do you have a different routine as you're doing preseason or anything like that?
Man, this is football, man. So you don't want to get out there on the field and half-ass nothing, you know what I mean? So you'll get your head knocked off or, something like that. So I'm definitely going hard like it's a regular season game. If I'm on the field, I'm there to make plays and go hard. There's not going to be no half-stepping or anything like that. So we going hard just like it was game 1 of the season or if it was playoffs. It's football.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I wanted to ask you a little bit outside of football. So when did you start playing football and when did you decide this was something you were going to do long term?
I started playing football in the 7th grade.
7th grade?
7th grade. So
Okay.
that's actually, in Texas, it's actually kind of late for us to start football
Right.
out there. I actually didn't play Pee-wee and stuff like that, but I put the pads on and I kind of just knew what to do when I put them on. I started going into high school. I was making plays in all district and all region, all that kind of stuff, and went into college and started making plays and started getting some look for some proteins, and I was like, this might be all right. So I've been doing it ever since. I've been playing football a long time, and it's actually like year 6 for me as a pro. So, man, I'm having fun with it, man. I'm enjoying every moment of it. I've seen a lot of guys come and goes, man. So I'm just enjoying every moment. I can do this as long as I can and have fun with it, man. It's a blessing.
That's outstanding. Now, did you always play on the defensive side of the ball, or did you offense as well?
I actually was a receiver. I was a receiver and a safety always growing up, and I actually thought I was going to be more of a receiver growing up, but I ran into some coaches that was like, nah, we're not letting you go to offense. You playing defense, which I feel was a better decision for me. So now I don't even like receivers. I like defensive side of the ball now. So it's crazy how things work out like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I have a son who's just in Pee-wee, and he keeps getting bounced back to defense. He's like, oh, come on. I'm like, I'm going to let him listen to this.
You'll find your groove. You'll find your groove, and all of a sudden you'll settle into it, and you'll be like, okay, defense was a better choice for me, So, and it's kind of, I'm not gonna say easier, but I say your chances of going pro or something will probably be higher as a defensive player. It's harder to find defensive players. You can find receivers from anywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of receivers out there, but it's not that many DBs and people that play defense that actually can do it and do it at a high level. So if you can perfect it and do it, then defense is where it's at.
There, see, this is encouraging for the kids.
I'm giving you some advice for your son right there. That's free game, so make sure he watching this, listening to this.
Yeah.
I just gave him some free advice right there.
Absolutely. Oh, he will be. Don't you
All
worry.
right, no problem.
Now, outside of football, what do you like to do when you're not playing football?
Oh, man, hanging with the guys, man, playing Xbox.
Okay.
We on
What game you're on right now?
Madden, man. Always Madden. My top 3 is Madden, 2K, and Call of Duty. I'm on that. I'm doing some other stuff outside of football, man. I've been doing some modeling stuff.
Nice.
I'm getting into some acting, man. So I've got my hands on a couple of bread baskets right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a TV show, movie you like, the favorite that you kind of go back to?
Off the top of my head, I can't even think, man. I'm watching a bunch of shows right now. I was done with the All-American show on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
You watched that one yet?
I haven't watched that one
The
yet,
All-American,
no.
that's a good one, a football show. I don't know, man. Bunch of whatever, is on real. I ain't got this specific one. I'm all over the place. Yeah.
All right. Got a favorite food or something you like to eat?
Favorite food: chicken, rice. I can't go wrong with the chicken and rice. I've been on Jamaican a lot, so
Okay.
back at home, barbecue. But yeah, for pork chops, mashed potatoes, macaroni,
Ooh.
that's Southern food. Yeah.
Right now we're getting into good stuff.
Yeah.
I can totally get down with that. So, do you do much traveling? Is there a spot where you like to go to travel?
Man, I've been going to Miami a lot lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like Miami out there. New York, met a couple places to New York. I don't travel that much as I want to, not yet. I've been doing a couple different things right now. I've been having a host place in Dallas right now, but it's some places that when I get a chance, I'm going to. Jamaica might be a spot I might hit maybe on a bye week or something, actually get away for a little bit. So I got some bucket lists I want to go to. Yeah, Jamaica on the bucket list right now, number 1.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would. It's on mine too. I totally understand that.
Whoever go first gonna have to tell each other which one we're gonna go to, what to do out there, what you did.
Exactly. Now I know on Twitter you've got the nickname the President, but do you have a nickname on the field when you're playing, or do people just call you the President?
They call me the President, Prezzo. Yeah, out there we playing. Yeah.
And how did you get into that nickname?
Jerry Glanville gave me that nickname last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So when he first came in, he he was a new coordinator there. He was just trying to learn everybody.
Yeah.
So he didn't know anybody's name. And, Jerry Glanville's 80 years old, for anybody who don't know. So the only way that he used to know people's names is when people made plays when we watched film. So he'll ask, like, who was that? And they'll be like, oh, that was Unamba, coach. Mm-hmm. And so he started calling. He'll try to remember my name, but he ended up calling me Obama. He's like, oh, that's Obama? That's Obama. So we'll be on the field. I'll make a play in practice. And he'll be like, oh, Obama. And then that eventually he just started calling me the president. That's the president again. And then it stuck. And then now from then on, everybody started calling me the president. And he stuck with it. He just went with the president.
That is outstanding on so many levels.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic story to get that.
Yeah,
Not many times you get a nickname from Jerry Glanville. So
I know, man. That's why I went with it. I was
sticks.
like, if Jerry Glanville gave me a nickname, I'm sticking with it.
I don't blame you at all. All right, a little bit of a curveball question, but you have 1 hour to talk to anybody in the world. Ooh. Who would it be, and why would you pick that person?
1 hour to talk to anybody in the world. I'm going to tell you why. It'll be Mark Zuckerberg, however you say.
Yeah, Zetterberg.
Zetterberg.
No, that's
something
that's
crazy, but you know what I'm talking about. The Facebook founder.
Yes.
It would be him. I just think he just got a fantastic business mind, and the things that he doing, and how he grew Facebook, and I think he bought Instagram, and
I think so,
and a bunch of stuff he got his hand into. And I got kind of like ideas that I got, and stuff like that. I would just want to pick his brain on the business mind, how he do things, the way he market things, the way. When you get on, because I promise you the craziest thing, have you ever been, you looked up something on the computer or something, and then all of a sudden you got ads popping up from all those things popping up. Like they got some crazy, mind-boggling things with they marketing and stuff like that. So if I wanted to get in business and I feel like I'm business minded, I want to speak to him for an hour and see how he would do things, throw a couple ideas at him, and see how he could take my ideas to the next level. So I'll choose him.
Ooh, that's a great pick. We haven't had anybody pick somebody like that. That is outstanding. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, so last question then. I know you've only been here a few days, but what has the Eskimo way meant to you so far?
Oh, man, the first thing I can think of is culture. Man, there's so much history and, people that came through here. Also, just being a good character guy. A lot of guys here, all the guys here that I've met have been really good guys. Everybody taking care of each other, everybody sticking together. Everybody meeting, talking, always trying to, what's your name, this and that, make sure you got each other's name. And the way the coaches, everybody's real approachable, and they talking and speaking to you. So I think that's the big thing around here, the culture and the respect and things like that is one of the big things that I've seen already just being here.
Outstanding. Well, we're excited to have you here. Best of luck, of course, on Sunday. And as we get through to more games, we'll hopefully talk to you throughout the season. Good luck with the rest of the camp.
All right, thank you, man. We're going to have fun this year. Watch it. We're going to have fun.
Hey, this is Joe Monsanto Knox here, and you're listening to the Eskimo Empire Podcast.
That was awesome. I can't even begin to say how much fun it was to talk with Don, and I'm glad he took the time to just chat with us a little bit, and definitely one of the greatest stories about a nickname ever, so we'll be calling him the president forever for sure. So glad he's here, excited to see him out on the field again this coming Sunday. Game is at 2 o'clock, tailgate is at 11. Make sure you come and find us. Of course, find all of our links, eskempire.ca. You can find all of the links to the show and all of the links on social media there. Interact with us. And, of course, we'll have another show coming out next Monday where we'll talk about said preseason game and catch up with a brand new featured fan as well. So thanks again for listening, and we will absolutely talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening. Find more great shows like this at CF Pod Network on Twitter.